Welcome to this video tutorial and congratulations on being nominated for the job role of an individual sales professional. This e-learning content is for the employees undergoing assessment under the PMKVY Recognition of Prior Learning. Retailers Association Skill Council of India, RASI, is a not-for-profit, independent, public limited organization established under Section 25 of the Companies Act. RASI has been funded by the Government of India along with equity participation from the Retailers Association of India, Reliance Retail Limited, Future Retail India Limited, Shoppers Stop Limited, Globus Stores Private Limited, Trent Limited, Infinity Retail Limited, and Connaught Plaza Restaurant Private Limited to function as the apex skill development council for the retail industry. RASI represents the retail industry in India. RASI is a collaborative and comprehensive source of retail expertise and independent advice for industry, training organizations, educational institutions, certifying bodies, employees, students, or job seekers about skill development in the retail industry. What is recognition of prior learning? Recognition of prior learning is a platform to assess the existing knowledge, skills, and experience of employees against a nationally recognized qualification pack for retail sector, thereby providing government-recognized certification under NSQF to deserving employees. A co-branded certificate under the banner of Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, NSDC, RASI, and the employing organization shall be issued to successful candidates. A new type of recognition of prior learning category is being envisioned under the PMKVY Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana 2016 to 2020 to ensure certification of skills available in the organized sector with best-in-class employers. This will help employers to recognize and certify their existing workforce for the job roles identified under the scheme. What are the benefits of recognition of prior learning assessment and certification process? The benefits for employees are to acquire nationally recognized qualification for existing skills and upskill for higher levels, enhance pride, dignity, and self-esteem in the society, matching the job experience with the qualification and improving your qualification credentials, self-development and career progression tools, flexibility in terms of time, location, and accessibility of the qualification. These are some important terms. Job role. A job role defines a unique set of functions that together form a unique employment opportunity in an organization. Qualification pack. Qualifications pack comprises the set of occupational standards together with the information on educational prerequisites, training, and performance criteria required to perform a job role. A qualifications pack is assigned a unique qualification pack code and an NSQF level to denote the level of proficiency required as per the National Skills Qualification Framework. The different components of a qualification pack are NOS, performance criteria, knowledge elements, skill elements, and assessment criteria. NOS are occupational standards which have been endorsed and agreed to by the industry for the said job role. Performance criteria are the statements that together specify the standard of performance required when carrying out a task. There are two knowledge elements, which are organizational content, which comprise of the knowledge about the organization and its processes, and technical knowledge, which comprise of underpinning knowledge required to carry out the tasks at the workplace. There are also skill elements, consisting of core skills and generic skills, which include writing, reading, and oral communication. There are also professional skills. These include decision-making, planning and organizing, customer centricity, problem solving, analytical thinking, and critical thinking. There is also the assessment criteria, which provides a detailed guideline on how a candidate must be assessed for the job role. Please note some of the few important links. Individual sales professional. Individual sales professionals include kirana walas or street vendors who earn income by conducting daily business operations with an aim to make profits. This individual runs a business of his own and works for himself. National occupational standards are occupational standards which have been endorsed and agreed to by the industry leaders for various roles. Let me take you through the roles and functions performed by the individual sales professional and show you how they are aligned to the National Occupational Standard. The first thing an individual sales professional has to do is to get all the necessary licenses to start a business. He needs to identify the local corporations and authorities that would have a bearing on his business. He should build relationships with key persons and attain all the permissions as per the legal requirements. He should then complete business registration formalities and seek legal guidance for important decisions. The individual sales professional should orient himself with all the policies and procedures for smooth functioning of the business and should be aware of the rules and regulations to be followed. He should understand the method of minimizing loss and maximizing profit, his cost of procuring products, and the rights associated with these products. He should also learn the concept of brand ownership. The individual sales professional should also update himself on the risks involved in using hazardous material and the process to handle it. To perform the above function, the individual sales professional should have the knowledge on the local corporations and the legal formalities. He should comply with the necessary legal requirements and have the knowledge on tackling hazardous situations. By performing the above functions, the individual sales professional complies with the first National Occupational Standard of getting licenses and following legal policies to start a business. Once registered, the individual sales professional needs to manage his financial resources, maintain his books of accounts, and keep it secured. He should identify the source of funding, monitor and record the cash flow, and open a bank account. He should also know how to control costs, prepare the budget, and also how to control the budget by monitoring income and expenditure. He should understand financial accounting, create various reports, and understand the source of profit and loss. He should also understand the fraudulent activities relating to monetary transactions and implement security features for the same. To perform the above, he should understand the importance of error-free accounting, the legal implications of the same, understand fraudulent activities, and know the way to deal with it. By performing the above functions, the individual sales professional complies with the National Occupational Standard of performing basic accounting practices. The individual sales professional needs to stay updated on the information relating to products and services and should know how to operate relevant equipment. He should update himself on the latest products and services. He should understand the market trend in respect to sales. He should identify opportunities to upsell, cross-sell, and expand business. Upselling is when the individual sales professional tries to sell a more expensive product, whereas cross-selling is when an individual sales professional sells another product to an existing customer. He should understand how to source products. He should maintain a database and understand the products offered by the competitors. He should also understand the new technologies that can improve his efficiency. By performing this function, the individual sales professional is complying with the National Occupational Standard of updating oneself on new products and services offered by the business. The individual sales professional will now conduct daily business operations. He will identify his target audience, customers' buying patterns and identify and assess his competitors' product. By doing so, he conducts a market analysis. He will then select the best medium for promotion. He will organize the resources for the promotion and also plan a budget for the same. Once implemented, he will monitor the progress of the program. By doing so, the individual sales professional implements his marketing plan. The individual sales professional will then assess his operational cost and prevent any inventory losses. He will define targets to achieve his goal. He will also monitor his current stock level and ensure that his inventory is available to match the supply. He will also perform a cyclical count to check his stock. He should also plan for contingencies. To perform the above functions, the individual sales professional should know how to be a trend setter. He should understand seasonal effects. He should be able to map his target audience and also be able to compute costs, etc. By doing so, the individual sales professional complies with the National Occupational Standard of conducting daily business operations. The individual sales professional should build a good relationship with vendors and dealers. The individual sales professional, if need be, should communicate with the vendor in the local language. He should articulate clearly and also respond appropriately to the vendor. He should then understand the requirement from the vendor and express his need to him clearly. He should also negotiate with the vendor for a better deal and maintain proper contracts with him. He should also minimize risks in vendor relations. In order to fulfill the above function, the individual sales professional should know ways to connect with the vendor. He should know the local language and the best offerings. By completing the above function, the individual sales professional complies with the National Occupational Standard of building relations with vendors and dealers for smooth business operations. The individual sales professional should meet the health and safety requirements at his workplace. He should wash his hands with clean water and soap, wear clean and washed clothes, be presentable and groomed, use handkerchiefs and cloths, avoid sneezing and coughing, sweep the surrounding area, use government-approved disposal stations, and ask customers to throw their garbage in the bin. He should avoid locating the vending cart near heaps of dumped industrial or food waste with pests around. He should dispose of all waste safely, ensure that the waste water is disposed correctly, and understand the work hazards. He should also stack items in an organized way. He should follow health and safety practices for storing, cleaning, and maintaining his tools. By doing so, he meets the National Occupational Standard of meeting health and safety requirements at the workplace. The individual sales professional should manage customer needs through need identification and strong customer relations. The individual sales professional should identify his target customer, understand the needs of his customers, and identify possible options to fulfill their needs. He should then present the options in a mutually beneficial manner. He should try and maximize his sales by using add-on or complementary sales techniques. By doing so, the individual sales professional enhances customer satisfaction. The individual sales professional should build good relations with the customers to generate referrals. He should collect feedback and implement loyalty programs such as vouchers, promotions, etc. He should understand customer complaints and assist customers in times of difficulty. By completing the above function, the individual sales professional complies with the National Occupational Standard of managing customer needs effectively through need identification and strong customer relationships. The individual sales professional should display creativity and innovation for sustenance and business growth. He should identify opportunities and create solutions to face uncertainties. He should expand his business in other fields and innovate to improve performance. He should also motivate himself to grow in his business by participating in discussions and workshops, driving self-development through available media, and gaining certifications in his line of business. In order to do so, the individual sales professional should know the success stories in related fields, type of innovations available, and the strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities to grow his business. By doing so, the individual sales professional complies with the National Occupational Standard of demonstrating newness, innovation, and enthusiasm to grow business.